Welcome to Explorer's Guide Maritime Academy help videos. This is a continuing series on applications. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the first aid, CPR, and AED requirements. For original licenses, you are required to have proof of the U.S. Coast Guard approved first aid course complete within 1 year and a valid CPR card. So you need both of them. Most times we'll take a course that contains both of them. Therefore, the card's got to be less than 1 year old for the Coast Guard to accept it. Again, this is only on originals. On renewals, it's not required. It's a very good idea to keep it up. There's been a lot of accidents out there, and due diligence means somebody on the boat does know how to do first aid and CPR. Again, the courses that are approved, American Red Cross is approved by law, so therefore any of the cards in which there's actual physical checkout, the computer checkout, online checkout for CPR is not acceptable. That has to be with the mannequin itself. Okay, American Heart Association, the CPR portion is approved by law. However, the first aid is a 5-year approval, just like all the other courses the Coast Guard approves. You must have the U.S. Coast Guard approved certificate with the card. So you're going to need 2 documents or it will be rejected. We've had a number of them already rejected where we told the people make sure they have the certificate. So what they tell their instructors is the Coast Guard approval certificate. They have to click through on when the instructor goes out to get the cards. They open up the certificate, fill it in with your name and the like. And then the student will have both the card and the certificate. Both of those must be sent in to with your application to the REC, or again, it's going to be rejected, and your application will not be processed for original. Emergency Care and Safety Institute is the one that we do. A number of other schools do. It's approved every 5 years. We work both with UCSI and the Coast Guard to make sure those are done. On our cards, and the one that prints out our cards anyway. So when you come in, you do the online 4 hours, and then we check you out with the mannequins, the AEDs, and the EpiPens. And then once that's done, then I go ahead and I issue the card, and we'll have the U.S. Coast Guard approval number 202 on the card. And again, it's good for 1 year. There are other similar courses approved by the Coast Guard, the NMC. If you go out on their website, the National Maritime Center's website, under approved courses, buried within their list of, I think it's about 1,000 pages now, of the courses, will be the people that have first aid CPR. There's a lot of good courses out there, but they don't send their course into the NMC for approval. Just like we do our captain's classes, every 5 years they go in for approval. These first aid CPR courses I also have to accept for Red Cross. So again, check the NMC list to make sure that it's there if you're going to submit something else. Again, online courses, make sure that they have a skills evaluation on them. And again, our UCSI that we offer for our classes, we charge $65 for it, which is a little bit cheaper than a lot of the other ones. Some of them are getting pretty expensive. So I hope this answers your questions on the first aid CPR, which again, you must submit your card on an original application. Again, renewals, it's not required, but again, it's a good idea to do it just to keep somebody on board your vessel with those types of skills.